everybody, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my favourite couples or ships in the book series I have read. I'm doing this due to the fact that Valentine's is coming up, so I will be doing a couple of Valentine kind of theme videos, so definitely keep your eye out for those. For these couples, I will be mentioning specifics about the couple and why I like them so much. So I will be leaving the book cover of where they are first mentioned next to me somewhere, so then you guys know not to be spoiled if you have not read this series. These couples are not in any particular order. I have 10 to talk to you guys about. So with that said, let's get straight into talking about these couples. The first couples or ships that I want to talk to you guys about are from the same universe. I'm going to start with the original couple and sort of one of the original couples, and that is Clary and Jace from the Shadowhunter books, or Clace as they are called. I absolutely love this couple. I think they really complement each other. This couple definitely goes through a lot together, from thinking you are brother and sister, which is definitely not something you want to find out about someone you really love, to going through a war together basically in the last series. I really like how Cassandra Clare has shown you their relationship from their teenage years to their adult life, showing them develop as people and as a couple. They definitely complement each other and challenge each other when perhaps not thinking straight or making the best decisions. They definitely challenge each other to be better people and make better decisions for everybody. They also are thinking they are so lucky to have each other, and their love for each other is definitely evident through the whole series. As people, they are really incredible characters, and coming together is just the most amazing thing to see, how they can work as a team effortlessly. I just love this couple, and I'm so glad I was introduced to them from the very start. The next couple I want to talk to you guys about is also from that universe, and I consider them as one of the original couples as well, and that is Alec and Magnus Bane, or Malik. This is one of my favorite couples of all time because they're just incredible together. I really love how they grow, especially I feel Alec grows as a person due to having the other in their life. They definitely go through a lot of challenging times because of decisions that Alec had made, and really heartbreaking for the fans to see them break up the first time because of this decision. However, I really think they are fantastic together. Magnus Bane's personality is definitely out there compared to Alec's quiet and more subdued personality. They definitely match in this sense, complementing each other because of this, and that because of this they make incredible parents. They definitely love each other, and it's just amazing to see them throughout the series, and the ending of their relationship in Queen of Air and Darkness is incredible. I love to see them get a happy ending after all they have gone through. Magnus is there for Alec pretty much every step of the way, as Alec is when having to deal with tough decisions that he doesn't want to make on his own, and just understanding what he needs to do with different situations. For example, adopting one of the children that he finds, and Magnus just knows that he has to keep him. There is no question. It just really shows how they support each other as a couple, and I love it. They're just incredible. The last couple or ship I want to talk to you guys about from the Shadowhunter universe is one that is fairly newer, and are technically not a couple, so they're actually a ship, and that is Ty Blackthorne and Kit Herondale. I found this couple amazing from the get-go, possibly because I found Kit and Ty, how they complemented each other, and how Kit just understood Ty without having to be told how his brain works by Julian. I just found that amazing, and it was definitely warmed my heart. And Ty just taking Kit and making him laugh when he has lost so much when he first meets him is definitely something I loved to see at the start of their relationship. There isn't much of their relationship to start because it's only been a couple of books, and unfortunately, because Ty has made some rather rash decisions that put Kit very, very hurt. They are not currently in the same vicinity, but I'm hoping to see more of them in Wicked Powers because I just love Mikey and Ty so much and can't wait to see them reunite and hopefully by the end of that series just be this all amazing couple that I know they can. The next couple I want to talk to you guys about is one from the Six of Crows duology, and it isn't Kaz and Inej, it's actually Wayland and Jesper, because I fell in love with these guys as soon as they met. From the beginning, Jesper definitely flirts his way into Wayland. He constantly flirts with him and makes him uncomfortable, but that's what he is, and Wayland comes to love that about him. It is definitely a slow burn romance that I am all here for because it's just amazing, and she really pulls us along, especially with that first kiss that isn't really a first kiss. So that definitely breaks my heart. When I first read it, I found them together just absolutely incredible. They really support each other with Jesper's addiction to gambling and him just flirting his way into Wayland's heart, as well as Jesper just always being there for him through understanding him and joking around, creating that fun in his life that he's never had and feeling safe and somewhere where he belongs, which I just found absolutely incredible. I love these two together. They are so beautiful, so adorable. If you have not read the Six of Crows duology, I highly recommend it. There are a bunch of amazing characters and couples in there, but this one was definitely my favorite. The next ship or couple I want to talk to you guys about is from the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas, and that is Dorian and Manon. I absolutely love these guys. They definitely were the darker side of a romance. They were definitely not conventional in the slow burn or, you know, getting to know each other in the conventional sort of way. They definitely were more of a witty banter kind of couple where they were trying to basically outdo the other. I'm kind of upset that they didn't end up together in the end when they were at different places, but I do believe that they were kind of still seeing each other when they could, and I loved how they eventually came to terms with the fact that they had more than just physical feelings for each other. They had emotional sort of feelings for each other as well as respecting each other and what they could do in this world, because it is a very harsh world that they live in, and they definitely were just well suited. The first partners that they had in the beginning of the series were definitely not for them. I'm mainly talking about Dorian here because I'm not sure if she had a partner at the start. She definitely did not have a partner at the start of the series until him, so that is saying something, and I absolutely love reading about them because they definitely appealed to my darker sort of reading taste, which was awesome to see. Keeping on track with Sarah J Maas is another couple I want to talk to you guys about from one of her other series, which is a Court of Thorns and Roses series. And if you guys have not guessed, I am talking about Freya and Rhys. I love this couple because when Freya starts, she starts out with someone else who doesn't support her and understand her the same way that Rhys does. He just doesn't listen to her at all, whereas I find Rhys really understands what she wants and what she needs and really supports her through her journey, as well as helping her to pick up these new abilities and tasks that she really wants to do. He teaches her to read. He gives her the power to make decisions about his court and his home, and he gives her the key to his secrets when he shows her things that no one else knows, and I love them. He definitely helps her grow as a person. On the flip side of that, Freya is definitely the right person for him, as she appeals to him and helps him through a lot of what he has gone through when he was stuck under the mountain. They were one of the first couples in the darker sort of fantasy world that I fell in love with and read, and I'm so glad I did, because this couple is just incredible. They were so well suited for each other, and I really want to read more about them, but I'm definitely glad of how it ended and how they ended up together. The next one I want to talk to you guys about is one from the Percy Jackson series. This one is a long, well-awaited one that I love to read about every time they're mentioned, because they are not the necessarily main characters in the series, but I love them so much. Their banter is absolutely incredible, and just finally when they acknowledge each other as boyfriend, it's just amazing. I love them, and I am talking about Nico and Will from the Percy Jackson series, of course, which are also called Solange, I believe that's the ship name. If I'm getting any of these ship names wrong, just let me know in the comments, because I have no idea. I usually just I don't really use all ship names, so if I'm getting them wrong, I'm sorry. I love the beginning of their relationship. It definitely comes at the perfect time. Basically, insulting each other all the time is half their relationship, and it's just amazing. It's very fun. It's a humorous relationship, and getting Nico to that point was just incredible. To see him finally acknowledge Will as his boyfriend is a huge stepping point for him, and it was so heartwarming. I love them as a couple. They're just so cute together, and they're the complete opposite of each other, with Nico being the son of Hades and Will being the son of Apollo. It's complete opposites, but somehow they manage to make it work, and it's just incredible every time they're on the page together, seeing that relationship grow. I can't wait to read more about it, because I'm currently rereading that series, and I'm nearly at the point where they finally get to introduce to each other, and I love them so much. The next couple I want to talk to you guys about is Winter and Jacqueline. I'm not sure how to say that name, I'm sorry, I really do apologize. From the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer. You meet him in about the second or third book, I believe, when he runs into Cinder, and all he talks about is trying to save his princess, which ends up being Princess Winter, and I love that about his character. He's just trying to save the person that he loves. I love how he will do anything to protect her, including standing in front of a court and betraying some people that he's actually starting to become friends with, as well as Winter really fighting every day, holding on to him as an anchor through this silver of hope, trying to regain her mind and understand what is real and what is not. I absolutely love that they are holding on to each other and fighting for each other. And I love how they end up, how she, even though she loves him, she has to do something for her in the end of the series. Even though he doesn't necessarily want for her to do it, he still supports her and agrees with her. I love how much love these two have for each other and how much they fight for each other. That is one of my favorite things about this couple, and they are just amazing together. The last two couples I want to talk to you guys about are by the same author and from different series, so I will talk to you guys about those as my last two couples, and they are not mentioned nearly enough in my opinion. The first one I want to talk to you guys about is from the Dark Legacy series by Jaymin Eve and Tate James. The couple I've chosen from this series is the main couple because they are just awesome, and that is Sebastian Beckett and Riley Jemison, or as he calls it, Butterfly, which is, I found, absolutely incredible. This is a typical enemies to lovers romance, but it's just amazing. There is a lot of adult themes in this book series, so just be aware of that when going into this book, and a lot of trigger warning in this series as well, because there are things that happen in the second book that are definitely very heavy subject matter. This couple really grew on me, because at first I wasn't sure if I wanted her to end up with him, but I knew from the start, with the typical points, that he was going to be the one that she ends up with, because he's the first one she sees and all that sort of that thing. But them as a couple is actually really, really amazing. They just understand each other, and they really have this love for each other by the end of the series. At first it starts off with more lust kind of feelings, and then definitely develops to love. They definitely work together throughout the series and support each other as they go through trauma after trauma after trauma throughout this series, as well as just understanding each other and what they need in that moment. And I just found that amazing about this couple, and I'm so glad I read about them. The second couple I wanted to talk to you guys about is from the Secret Keepers series by Jamie and Eve, and that is Daniel and Callie from the second book in the series, where it follows her and her love interest in that series. This series is very, very insta-love, but I actually found that it really worked because they were constantly finding it, because they were like, this can't be right. I love what the things they do for each other, like binding his soul for her and giving her the power that over his house, and as well as her just being able to calm him down, her being the only one to calm him down when he just explodes, especially with the powers that he has got. So that is really, really hard for anyone else to do, especially when no one has had that kind of bond and relationship before, but they just seem to make it work. They're very blunt people, so they definitely are very honest with each other straight up, which I found really worked for these two, and it's what I really like in their characters and what makes them one of my favorites. Alright guys, that's it for my favorite couples from all the book series I have read. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what are your favorite couples, or as always, I will leave my social media links in the description box down below, as well as all the books that I've mentioned. But until next time guys, see ya!